G'day everyone, it's Pocket Noob from tcgmatey.com. I apologise for the delay in this particular episode, but I've been suffering from bloody hay fever for the last week or so. For some reason this year it's just hit me worse than previous years. It's also been hanging on a lot. I see I've got tissues stuffed up my nose right now because it runs like the bloody Niagara Falls. I just want to say that this particular series is meant purely in fun. Obviously, the underlying condition of the card itself will be dictate whether it gets a market price, B, a buyer, or C, any interest whatsoever in someone purchasing it. So putting all of that aside, the concept of this series is just, here is how much I spent, here is how much potential value I got out of this particular spend. Was it a win or was it a lose? I personally am not interested in playing the speculation game on any of this. The idea of these cards I pick up, I just put them straight into orders that for our customers as a thank you gift for purchasing from our site. There's CEO Matey having a bit of a dip in the creek because we went up to Nunganal very recently, if you looked at our Instagram. And we're getting right into it. So here's the pack of cards. I will have to say I was not prepared for how many cards 150 cards are. As you can see, I'm fumbling about here, trying to get them all nice and neat. The old shaky hands aren't as shaky as the previous episode there, but they are still a bit shaky. I've also stuffed up a little bit with the camera here. I realise that it does get better throughout the film. But you will be able to pick up what the cards are. Also, at time of recording this voiceover, I still don't know how to properly present the actual data because basically there's 150 cards. Do you want a series of screenshots that show, all the different cards that were there? I could probably do that. Wouldn't be too hard. And the price as well is just based off, I think it was the 15th of March, using secondhand card dealers here in Japan and TCG Player in the US for the price checking. I was quite pleased with this. The majority of the cards, the majority of the cards were actually pretty good condition. Now again, I'm not an expert speculator on individual cards. Someone with a keener eye could probably say, hey, that's not as good as you say it is. So we'll just leave that up for individual interpretation. But my point there is that even though these are packages of bulk cards that these card dealerships purchase, the quality was pretty good. There were a few cards, and you'll see later on in the screen there, where I point out just how beat up the cards are. Now, you got to remember, Pokemon is huge in Japan for kiddies, and it's no doubt either just been poorly handled or it's, a kid's card. And kids love to play with their cards. I've got no qualms about that. But as I say, again, the quality was pretty good across the board. I was also quite surprised that I had a card in there. One of the energy cards was from a very, very old series, and I couldn't actually find anything online for the price for it. Unfortunately, the card itself, because it was from a very old series, XY1, I lost my train of thought. Basically, yeah, it was from a really old series, and the quality of the card was a bit bad. The condition of the card was a bit shoddy. Nevertheless, what I did find is there were over, I think, 20 different series of representation of cards in this particular pack. We had an arrangement of rares, art cards, uncommons, which I will provide a list for. I'm just trying to work out how best to do it. Actually, let me read through the list of the two things we got. So, just from top to bottom, I have not sorted these out. So I'm probably going to repeat some of these. Forgive me if I do. I should have sorted this first. So we've got S10A, Dark Phantasma, S10B, Pokemon Go, S11, Lost Abyss, S11A, Incandescent Arcana, S12, Paradigm Trigger, S12A, V-Star Universe, S2, Rebellion Crash, S2A, Pokemon 151, S3, Infinity Zone. I think that's an I, S5I, Single Strike Master, S5R, Rapid Strike Master, S6A, Eevee Heroes, I need my glasses for this, sorry, give me a sec, S6H, Silver Lance, S6K, Jet Black Spirit, S8B, VMAX Climax, S9, Starbirth, S9A, Battle Region, SD from the V Start deck, SM11B, Dream League, SM12A, Tag All Stars, SM7A, Thunderclap Spark, SM8B, GX Ultra Shiny, SV1A, Triple Beat, SV1S, Scarlet X, SV1V, Violet X, we did 151, SV2D, Clayburst, what was that other 151? S2A. I'm not sure why that didn't sort properly. Excuse me. Where were we? Right, yeah. SV3, Ruler of the Black Flame. SV3A, Raging Surf. I'm going to have to check that out. Just one sec. SV4A, Shiny Treasure X. Or EX. SV4K, Ancient Roar. SV4M, Future Flash. SV5A, Crimson Haze. SV5K, Wild Force. SV5M, Cyber Judge. SV6, Mask of Change. SV6A, Night Wanderer. SVD, the EX Starter Deck. And XY1, Collection X. There you go. Actually, no, from XY1 it was the Zorua card, not an energy card. But you will see it was XYA was the energy card from a really old series. So as you can see, there was quite a lot of different series in there. As you can see there, I'm just separating them out a little bit. They were, again, to the credit of this store, they were in a particular order that I think I probably messed up part the way through of the different series. So they weren't just all chucked in together. It was like the cards of the same series were kept together. I don't know if that's too fast. I mean, you guys are far more knowledgeable on this than I am, so you can probably just look at it at a glance and go, oh, I know that card. Oh, I know that card. But for me, a lot of this, because I am a pocket noob, it's all new for me, and I'm appreciating the artwork as I go. Oops, Upside Downy. That card was from Down Under. So was this one. Yep. Turn the world around. Change your worldview. There you go. So some of these energy cards. A lot more of these energy cards. And some energy cards to go with your energy cards. And there's another energy card. Followed by yet another energy card. And now we're back to the main series. Oh, no we're not. Time for some more energy cards. Just like commercial breaks in your favourite TV series. There we go. I'm fumbling around a little bit here. Like I said earlier, I was not prepared at all to see 150 cards like this. I didn't think it was be bad. The first one I did, there was only like 10 cards, so it was fairly easy to just take my time and do one at a time and, you know, have a longer look at the pictures and stuff like that. There we go. The condition of the card's not too bad. Got a nice little shiny, I think that's Charizard. Charizard. I said that wrong, sorry. All the Pokemon pros are going to roast me on that one. That was a special card, as you can see. It's the Holo type, Holo Mirror, I think they called that. Going through, don't mind the dead spaces here. I'm sure you're probably just fast forwarding through this anyway. I don't think you really need me to comment on every single card that comes out. This is not a rip and ship type deal. This is just going through the particular pack of cards that I had that only cost me 500 yen. Which in current exchange rates is probably like 2 cents. I'm kidding, it's a bit more than that. It's probably like, what, 500 yen, $3, something like that, I think. About $5 Australian, maybe. I don't know what the Australian dollar is at the moment. Woo! That was the top card. So you can see they actually do go out of the way to be nice and give you some special cards along the way. Oh, sorry, there's a Charizard card. Sorry, I thought the other one was that. I'm looking at a much smaller screen as I'm recording this. The quality of the card wasn't too bad. Condition, I should say. And here's the last card. Don't worry about that focus. I'll get better, I'm sure. Alrighty, so I'll tidy that up. Having troubles picking them up. All right, so here's some of the special ones, the holo mirrors and the holograph ones. Yeah, I couldn't quite fit that in. I didn't quite plan that properly. There we go. So, alrighty, here are the results. You can pause this at any time you like and have a closer look at the results. The final clip there, the fourth one, will actually have the end results. So remember, I spent 500 yen to buy this package of 150 cards, and we see, just on face value alone, at current market prices, that the overall value of the pack is over 8,000 yen. More expensive on the US side of things, of course, especially with the current exchange rates, turning it into about 9,000 yen worth. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this. For me, it's just quite fun picking it up. It's like treasure hunting. What sort of card is going to be in this pack? What sort of value am I going to get out of it? I'm 2 for 2 for winners at the moment. Let's see what number 3 brings us. Thank you, and make sure you have a wonderful evening. Ta.